this is the continuation of this commissioner of police trying to mislead the country and also trying to find every excuse under the sun not to use body cameras. Those 1,200 body cameras were actually used in the last few months when I was commissioner of police. After we did the due diligence, the research, the process to analyze the best type of cameras available and at the best cost. In fact, those cameras that I acquired would have been more like around 3,000 TT. After I left, another commissioner acquired body cameras at 8,000 TT, and she wanted to get about 3,000. That would have been over just close to $25 million, which would have been $14 to $15 million more than the cameras that I would have acquired. And they said those body cameras were being utilized. So all the comments made by the commissioner of police, I will ask the public. Firstly, you go online and you type GTAC and Axon. Those are the two body cameras that were used, that were acquired, and they have been used by many police departments, police services in North America. So what he's saying is totally misleading. Those are the same body cameras used by many of the police departments in North America, GTAC and Axon. Additionally, his comment showed how, I mean, I try my best not to criticize persons, but it shows how clueless he is in technology when he says that the body cameras I acquired, it allowed police officers to switch it on and switch it off. My God, this man cannot be that clueless. Every body camera that every police officer has in the United States can be switched on and switched off. There's a reason for that, because there will be times where if it is that you're in an operation and there's a child who has been a sexual victim, you cannot record it. If a woman has been involved in domestic violence, you don't want to record her face. There's somebody at the crime scene who's a confidential informant. They want to give you information, but they don't want to be recorded. So that comment alone shows that this man is not fit to be a commissioner. He has spent all his life in special branch. He doesn't understand intelligence, operations, minimum use of force, public trust and confidence, international best practice. So when he says the cameras I acquired, the officers can switch it on and switch it off. Additionally, what we were doing is if you want to patrol for 4 hours and you return, we must have 4 hours of footage on your body camera, unless you could provide why it is that they were 10 minutes short, 15 minutes short, or whatever. Failure to do that, you will be suspended. So this commissioner is basically trying to state, well, if you're giving anybody camera, they could switch it off, so that means it makes no use. But if you switch it off, you will get, in local parlance, you will get your throat bust. So what he said was totally irrelevant. It made no sense as it pertained to the procurement process. Again, what I am seeing happening is this police service seems to be prepared to go down the road of wanting, there are body cameras that if you throw your firearm, then it will come on. If it is that you come out of a vehicle, then it will go on. These body cameras could cost about 20 to 25,000 TT. When someone selects a friend in the tender process, they could put it up to 30,000, multiply that by 7,000 cameras, police officers. You're going to ask the government for 200 million when you don't need a cent, because the 1,200 body cameras is more than enough for every police officer on operational duty. We did the research. No more than 1,000 of the 7,000 police officers are on actual duty in operations at any one time, be it an operation, a roadblock, a warrant, or so forth. Because at least the majority are involved in administrative, human resource, finance, welfare, logistics, victim and witness support, gender-based violence, cybercrime, white-collar crime. So you don't need body cameras for 7,000 police officers. So all of this, it seems to be a deliberate attempt to stall, because as I said, the body cameras were used prior to me. And if it is that he's trying to claim, let me clarify the last point on that, if he's trying to claim that the concern he had is that the person who signed it wasn't the right person, for 5 years later, you can't rectify that. If it is the wrong person signed it, whether it was the human resource manager or the deputy commissioner of police, then you just get the right person to sign it, because all the due diligence and stuff was done. But to change a signature, it's taken 5 years? No. This was a deliberate attempt by commissioners after me not to want to embrace technology. They don't want body cameras. They are afraid of body cameras.